more things that trigger LEGO DC fans Part 1!
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
Alright, that was a terrible impression of Batman, so let's move on. Batman is one of the most iconic superheroes in the DC universe. And he is the most popular superhero to get in LEGO. He literally comes in a lot of LEGO sets. Which brings me to the biggest thing that triggers LEGO DC fans. Why does every single LEGO DC set have to be about Batman? For 2 straight years, it's been nothing but Batman and no Superman sets or Wonder Woman sets, Aquaman, Lantern stuff, and even the guy from Fortnite. And yes, there's this and that and a few other things, but it's always Batman. And sometimes we only get a few sets every year. And sure, these sets are really good, but why does it always have to be Batman? Why does LEGO always have to make Batman sets? Why? Now, normally I'm in character when I'm making things that trigger LEGO fans, but I have to be straight up honest with you guys. The over-reliance on Batman has made LEGO DC extremely dry. I know minifigures are really good to collect, but because it's yet another Batman set makes it extremely tiresome for me to collect. And that's why I'm a Marvel fan, because Marvel gives us the time to know these characters. And yes, Marvel does rely on Spider-Man a lot, but at least we're going to take time to know who this character is. But then again, that's just my opinion and I wish you respect it. Now don't get me wrong, I like Batman and he's my favorite superhero in the world. And I'm not saying that we should cancel LEGO Batman, because there are a lot of Batman stuff to make in LEGO. LEGO DC shouldn't always be about Batman. And that way, LEGO DC doesn't feel repetitive. I really hope LEGO makes sets centered around other heroes. Let other heroes share the spotlight. And that way, LEGO DC can feel diverse just like LEGO Marvel. But I'm really unsure about that. Why do they always have to do this? Why? So Batman has so many, and I mean so many minifigures, that it would take up the whole series to cover all of them. So out of simplicity, let's look at the minifigures that are based on live action appearances of Batman. We've gotten so many different versions of Batman played by Adam West up to the guy who was from the vampire film. Speaking of Adam West, this Batman minifigure is really good. Except the leg printing, that is just really bad. But out of respect for Adam West, I think this Batman is really good and it will always be treasured in cinema history. I really like Michael Keaton's version of Batman. I grew up watching the Tim Burton Batman films, and this minifigure is just really outstanding. Even though this minifigure deserves leg printing and an exclusive head. We haven't gotten LEGO versions of Val Kilmer's Batman and George Clooney's Batman. Actually, you know what? I think it makes sense why they will not make a LEGO version of George Clooney's Batman, but anyways, moving on. The Dark Knight Trilogy is one of my favorite cinematic universes, and this minifigure is good. It's just that cowl piece and the head is just being reused by every single Batman minifigure, and that just ruins this minifigure. I think Ben Affleck is a very good Batman. It's just hard to understand his character sometimes. Plus, when I got this minifigure, it didn't come with a cape, so that really sucks. No, seriously, I bought 2 of these, and none of them came with a cape. Why is that, LEGO? Also, here's Apocalypse Batman, and I think it looks really good. It's unfortunate that DC will not continue this storyline. And of course, we have the Batman, played by Cedric Diggory, Robert Pattinson. Oh, LEGO. What have you done? This is one of the most disappointing Batman minifigures of all time. Not only is the cowl wrong, but so is the head. The leg printing is really awful. I'm just really sick of that cowl piece being used in every single Batman set. It would have been fine if they used this one, which does look a little bit better. It should have been a brand new mold. I think it's really lazy for LEGO to always include this cowl piece. Why is it like this, LEGO? Why? My favorite Batmobile is the 1989 Batmobile. It's not the most realistic Batmobile, but then again, it's Tim Burton's Batman, so why not? When this set came out, I was really excited to get it. I just got it last year, and it's really good to have it in my collection. The minifigures are outstanding, even Jack Nicholson's Joker. I also really like the play features on this set, even as it collects a lot of dust. I really need to invest in something to get rid of all this dust. But then again, it always comes back. In greater numbers. One thing I really missed out on was getting the smaller version of the Batmobile. It was a gift with purchase set, and I really wish I had it. In fact, I kind of wish that LEGO would actually release it to the public, so that way people who missed out on this set can get it. But that's really unlikely, so Oh well. Oh no, I don't say that. I meant to say, why? Along with the Batmobile, we also have the Batwing. I just bought this set and it's starting to collect dust. Ugh. Why? Anyways, this ship is really iconic. Every inch of this set is really detailed. This is a work of art. But the minifigures are just whatever. I think it would be more interesting if they made Catwoman and the Penguin. Also, why haven't they updated Michael Keaton's Batman minifigure? I keep forgetting who this guy is. This Joker minifigure doesn't feel special. I'm more focused on the set than the minifigures because it's more interesting. We need more sets based on the Tim Burton Batman series. I think it would be great. Michael Keaton is returning as Batman, so I think it would be a great time to make sets for him. When are we gonna get these sets, Lego? When? And why? The Lego Batman movie is one of my favorite animated films. I consider it a love letter to all Batman fans. It does a really good job at what it means to be a family. Even the Joker was funny. I kinda wish these guys had more screen time, but oh well. And oh boy, we got so many Batman minifigures. This is just a pint of what I have. This movie deserves a sequel. Oh wait, I forgot. Universal owns the rights to the Lego movie films. Why? Harry Potter, the boy who lived, has come to die. Who's to spare now? Oh, Cedric, how are you still alive? I'm vengeance.